Good afternoon, everybody. It is 12:30 and I'm on my way to Rockland. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Everything's kind of just rolled right into one here. But we sure did have a very fun month. We had a lot of people that got sick this month. We were still able to do all of our holiday activities, including lots and lots of birthday stuff. So nothing got postponed on that, but we did have a lot of people sick. I know it's going around like crazy. I think everybody got colds, and I know a couple people had COVID. We've had people, I don't know if it was the actual flu or not, but it just seemed like from Thanksgiving to New Year's, even New Year's Eve, we still had people getting sick. But it's funny how that worked out. We never had to really change plans. Everybody was better by the time the events came, so that worked out really good. So my daughter and her boyfriend and the dogs left yesterday at about 5:30 in the afternoon. He had gone skiing all day long. My daughter went with us. We had a birthday party, so I think it was about 5:30 by the time we got back to my house and they finished packing up the car. So they left for Nashville, and they are very close. It's 12:30 in the afternoon and they've drove straight through, and the last time I looked, they should be there any time. It's been a little bit since I've looked, so very excited. I know they were ready to go. You know, they've been home and they get with their friends and all of the family, and there's just always something, and they bounce around the state. You know, it's like a little, I tell her she's like a little ping pong ball. I feel like sometimes I'm a ping pong ball, but she's like bam, 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 and big distances, you know, between each place that she's got to go. So that we've had a fun month, and I think everybody's ready to get back on track. I got up early this morning. I was on a mission. I wanted to get the house cleaned. I'm backed up from holidays so much. So it was nice. I got up and turned on my Alexa, and I've been cleaning. I'm on my way to Rockland right now. I've got to go pick my client up, and that's like an hour and 20-minute drive for me. So I figured I'd turn on my camera and start taping. I did set myself up for a video, so I'm going to be able to work on a video. I haven't made a video in the last week or so. I haven't done anything like that because we've been doing the holidays. Last week was also school vacation week. I took 5 of the grandkids who had birthdays. 2 kids I took out birthday shopping. I always take them birthday shopping. So see, when I say I don't like to Christmas shop, I do take the kids all shopping. So they did their birthdays though. This wasn't Christmas, that was different. But I took 2 of the older kids, the 2 older kids I took shopping, and they did all their birthday stuff. And we went to Bangor and did some shopping up there. And that was fun. You know, then they get to pick where they want to eat and stuff. So we did do like McDonald's and stuff, and that was fun. And they didn't actually spend the night that night. They just went back home. And then I had 3 more kids over, and they did spend the night, and I took them down to Rockland to go shopping. That's about an hour and 20 minutes. The first kids I took about an hour away. Well, from my house, it's probably about an hour and 20 minutes to Bangor from my house. So we did do that. I took the other 3 little ones to Rockland, did some birthday shopping. They chose to go to McDonald's. I had one it was the birthday, but I had the other 2. I said, let's just do this. Starting this year, I'll take you all birthday shopping within the same month. That way, it's just, we get the shopping part done. And it's fun because they never come just one at a time. They come, you know, a few at a time or a couple at a time. So I felt like, let's just do the shopping. And then when it's their birthday, if we want to do something fun, I've always done like birthday sleepovers and stuff. Not on their birthdays, just sometime. And we call it their birthday sleepover. They always celebrate at their home for their birthday parties and stuff. So they come to Grammy's for a birthday sleepover at some point. And sometimes we have to make them up. But they usually come a few at a time, or, you know, at least a couple at a time. So I was busy that week. Oh, plus we did take the kids, and me and my daughter took the kids and went to like the jump place. It's more than just jumping. They have like, gosh, I can't remember the name of the place, rock walls and all that. So we did take one of the days of school vacation. I went with one of the daughters and we did that. So the kids had a fun time, and then we went out and had lunch. That was fun. So it's been busy. Then we had, oh, no, I'm not done yet. Then I had another birthday party. That's right, yesterday. That was fun. Oh yeah, we had a lot of birthday parties and all of the holidays. So today I got up and I decided I was gonna clean. I thought, oh, I'm just gonna go up and make some videos. And I'm like, I just have to get caught up on some housework that I have not done. So I did a whole bunch of housework and I feel really good about it. Like, I did a lot of stuff. And I think Dana even went through a couple of his drawers, which I am so excited that he did that. He was looking for something, so he was kind of forced to. He was looking for something for snowmobiling, so he could not find it anywhere. So that led him to go through some stuff, which I was happy about. And then just before I walked out the door, I went and I talked to him real quick, and I said, we were talking about he had lost his GPS. He couldn't find a special GPS he has for snowmobiling. And I said, I think he gave me a couple of more hints, like, well, it would have been in this bog, blah, 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 you know, giving some examples of the last place he might have seen it. And then it just clicked. And I'm like, go back in the house, because I was getting in the car to leave. And I go back in the house and look in this one spot. I have a feeling it's in that box tucked in the closet. So I said, make sure you text me and tell me if you found it, because you know how frustrating it is to look for things. He's very patient, and I am not that patient. The couple things that I just have a problem with in my life is I just hate to backtrack. You know, like you forgot something, you gotta go all the way back home to get it. That's just one of those feelings that makes me so frustrated. That and looking for things. I do not like to look for things. I just get really frustrated with those two things in life. I could do without. So that's why I gotta, you gotta be organized and know where you put your stuff, because I don't want to do either one of those. So anyways, I'm gonna pick my client up. We're gonna get home, and then my sister's gonna stop by. I ended up having to leave a little early because my sister's coming to town, and she's going to visit her son, who lives, I told you that before, I don't know, 20 minutes away from me. So she's going to stop by and visit for a little bit. So I said, oh, okay, I'll pick my client up early, and then I can get back earlier so I can get back to visit with her. So I'm excited to see her. We didn't end up doing anything for the holidays with her. Before everybody passed on, we always were together for the holidays. But then as time went on, my sister and I don't do things for the holidays. She does things with her family, and I do things with my family. And you know how that is. Everybody's family just grows and grows and grows. We have a growing family for sure. And everybody came over, and we have a house full. And of course we had the dogs and the kids. Oh, there's so many grandkids, and they just love the dogs so much. They love to play with them, especially the older kids. The little kids are not that crazy about the dogs like the older kids. That's probably one of the reasons they can't wait to come to Grammy's, is to see the dogs, especially when Annie's dogs are there. So we had a really fun Christmas. The kids played games. My daughter had made all these games. Oh, I'll tell you about that one game. I think I started to tell you guys once. You take saran wrap and you wrap up toys and money and candy, and toys and money and candy. And well, she had put quite a lot of money in there. So, the kids are all into money, of course. And so it was fun. And then you got like seconds. You set a timer, and then you have to peel the plastic out of this big, huge ball. I think she used like 3 boxes of saran wrap to make this game, because you end up with a ball that's huge, filled layer after layer after layer of stuff. And then you just got to keep peeling the saran wrap off, and you get to keep, if it's within your seconds, whatever falls out, you put in your pile. So they had a blast with that. That was so fun. So many kids. Yeah, they were loving that. We had a great Christmas. So I took out, I'll tell you guys something I'm going to do. I'm just so excited for this. I'm joining in a sew-along one of the YouTubers that I watch. I'll tell you more about it as I go, because I haven't even started yet. But I'm going to be starting today, so I think she'll put her video out tonight sometime. And we're going to be making 1 block a week. So you'll have a quilt by the 4th of July, and it's a quilt as you go quilt. So I'm excited for so many reasons to do this. And I'll keep you guys posted on how that goes. I'm going to talk about that on, you know, my sew and quilt part of this channel as well, because I'm really excited for that. I've never done something like that before, so I had seen her post come out that she was doing it, and I'm like, I'm in. I want to do that. And that is something I plan to do this for the new year. I plan on joining in a lot more sew-alongs and trying to get a little bit more in, you know, socializing a little bit more with other YouTube content creators and things. So that's my plan. Well, okay, so I didn't make a New Year's resolution, but I'm kind of just, I guess maybe I do. I want to drink more water. Don't we all? I want to drink more water, and I want to be so intentional of what I bring into my house. Now, last year, I said I was going to really cool it on the grocery shopping, which I did. I did a few times panic shopping there, prep shopping, but that didn't count because that isn't stuff I'm really bringing into the house. That was just like stockpile and move on. So now my mission is to just use up that stockpile and be really limited on what I get for groceries. Now, of course, I'll still have to get Dana all of his normal fish, broccoli, shrimp, potatoes. And I'll have to get, you know, my client all of the things that she likes. But for me and my son, I can just cook up everything that I've kind of stockpiled. So I'm really excited for that. Even though I did do those few big preps, I've done really, really good on grocery shopping, which I've done good all year, I think, really, for the most part. And I want to continue to do that. I want to get better. And what I want to get better with, too, when I say I want to be intentional, is every single thing I buy at the stores now. And remember, I'm not shopping like I used to, so this is good. And I'm decluttering, slowly but surely. The other day, I just went in my room and I just was like, okay, just take half an hour and get rid of everything in this one little area on my bedside table. It has a little door on it, so when I opened that door, I had a whole bunch of books and stuff I just would never gonna get to. I don't care about any of that stuff anymore. A lot of diet books. I got rid of all of my Weight Watchers stuff because I've always, you know, had a little weight problem. Of course, not anything like this sort of a problem. I had a little weight problem before, which was, in today's world, not really a weight problem. But I got rid of all of my Weight Watchers stuff, which was all of the books and pamphlets through the years. Like, if Weight Watchers had started a new program, I had all the paperwork for that. And all of the little how to count your points, you know, they would sell little battery operated things. I got rid of all of that. I did keep a couple of the weigh-ins, so when you go to get weighed in, they would stamp your card and put how much your weight was that day. And I did keep that. And when I used to go to Weight Watchers, I mean, it's been a lot of years, I would go a very short amount of time, maybe 6 weeks, and then I would stop. So I never stuck with it. But of course I didn't have that big of a weight problem back then, considering it wasn't a weight problem, but back then, yeah, I was just a little chunky. Not too bad, but a little bit. I was just, what a relief to get rid of all that. Like, I'm never gonna ever look at that stuff. You know, your little journals, my little diet journals that I used to keep when I would be in the programs. And I probably joined, I don't know, I should count how many times I've joined. 10, 12, quite a lot of times over the years, really. The other thing I got rid of was paperwork that I had for like when we would go to on trips. Like we went to Disney and they would have all of the pamphlets, all of the maps and stuff, all of the maps down there. Back in the day, we would drove a few times down too, and you would call AAA and they would send you trip takes, and it was like a book of maps of every step you're supposed to, every road you go on. It's kind of like a GPS now, but we didn't have GPSs back then. We just had maps. You'd turn the page each time you'd get to that certain point. They were very helpful, but obviously half of those roads probably have turned into some big highway of some sort now. Nothing I'm ever going to look at. Trash. Felt good too. And that freed up so much space. That cabinet was not full by all means, but just stuff I didn't need in there. And where Dana went through some of his clothes, that was good, because that I'll be able to put in the pile to take to Goodwill. I can't wait for Dana to get back in the house so he can text me if he found that GPS. I hope it's there. I'm so sure that it is. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember to keep it simple. Have a great day. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy New Year, everybody. Say bye, little Miss Reddy Thready.